it's Lindsay. I'm here to film a super easy sewing tutorial. If you've never sewn before, this is the project to try. All you need is your sewing machine, some scissors and thread, a wash rag or a hand towel, whichever you prefer. I'm using a hand towel, and some rice. So this can be used if you have a sore muscle, if you pulled your neck, or like you have a stiff neck. It's perfect for that. You just throw it in the microwave and heat it up for a few seconds, or you can throw it in the freezer for a cold pack. So follow along, grab your materials, and here we go. So like I said, everything you need. This is a hand towel. It is just folded in two, and you're gonna fold it inside on itself so that the right sides are touching each other and the wrong side is facing you. Okay, you need 2 to 4 cups of rice depending on how big your hot pack is going to be or how flimsy or full you want it. I'm starting out with 2 cups and then I have more right here to add to it. I have some sewing pins, I have some coordinating thread, and then I have a pair of scissors as well as my sewing machine. So to start, grab your pins and you're gonna pinch the edges together and just make sure that the edges are aligned, and just put your pins in to where the pokey end of the pin is facing out. So one end will be an opened end, and that one you'll want to mark separately, and I'll show you how to do that. Now, this is gonna be the end that I'm gonna use to pour the rice in. So you mark about 1 inch end on each edge and put a double pin. That way you know that that is your starting and stopping points. So right there, 1 inch and 1 inch. And that is how that should look. So you see the double pins on about 1 inch, inch and a half in, you'll see those double pins. So now all I'm gonna do is sew this little spot and all the way around the rag, all the way with about a 1/2 inch stitch with just a straight stitch on your sewing machine. And then I always do a couple back stitches just to make that really, really strong, especially because it's a thick material. And then you're just gonna go all the way through. Okay, I'm gonna lift my needle and then just start moving all the way around, and I'm gonna start with the opposite edge. Now this edge right here is gonna be a little harder to navigate just because it's a few thick materials, so a little help just flattening that, it will be super helpful to your machine. Okay, now I'm gonna pick my foot up and rotate, and again, that is gonna be a really tough corner to navigate, so what you can do is pick your stitch up all the way, rotate it yourself, and then put your needle down. And right before I get to the pin, I take the pin out. When you get close to this edge, I'm gonna go about a 1/2 inch in. I'm just gonna leave my needle down, take out that pin. And again, you're gonna leave needle down, lift your presser foot, and rotate that around. And again, this corner is gonna take a little more effort to move through, so you're gonna have to assist your machine. And then once I get to my double pin, that is my cue to stop and reverse. and I do a couple stitches. Okay, now you can lift your needle, lift your presser foot, and just cut that thread. Now you take all of your pins out, take these out. You can trim this thread. Honestly, it really won't matter a whole lot because it'll be on the inside, but I am gonna trim that thread. You'll wanna trim these corners of your fabric, that way your corners aren't bulky. So you can use a rotary cutter if you have it, or you can just use plain sewing fabric scissors and just work those corners off on all 4 corners. Now, take your open edge, which is right here, and using your hand or some sort of tool, flip it all the way inside out. And see how cutting that corner fabric away gives a nice square to the corner. So now you can see where the tube of your fabric is going to be. You just pour your rice in this hole until it is your desired level, and remember to leave enough room to where you can turn this and close this shut. Here's how it turned out. You can pop this in the microwave for just a couple minutes. You can add essential oils in it. You can put it on there, and it works perfectly. So it can mold to different shapes, like if you were putting it like around your neck, things like that. Please let me know if you make this, and if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.